See all those your governors in southern Nigeria, and I know when I say south, you are excluding southeast. All those southeast governors, the ones you love, the ones you hate, every single one of them, they have all been APC-fied, 110%. The ones who have not declared openly for APC will do it very close to the election, or even if they don't declare openly, all their political structures will be collapsed for the president. It is done. You've not heard it from anywhere else. So mark it that this is the first time and the first guy to tell you that. All of them are leaning towards APC because APC, as far as the North is concerned, has been hijacked. It is now a Southern Revolutionary Party. Revolution, not the real revolution though. It's a Southern party. It's now a Southern political structure, not a Northern party anymore. The Southern Protectorate is about to go its separate ways. The Northern Protectorate is about to go its separate ways. And the North is saying, we are not going to let Tinubu come back. Based on the allotment they have received from the colonial powers, the population is more, even though they are in that region where people are not supposed to have a lot of population. But their population is a lot. And they are going to use it. Politically, it hasn't been changed. No census has been done yet. So for them, if they can secure all of the North before 2027 and make sure that they carve it out and prevent Tinubu from getting any access, they have a lot. Tinubu will then get stuck with the South alone. Do you know why Tinubu will not be too worried? This is being played with the colonial powers. The colonials are trying to show the North that you guys are small boys. We are going to make you very jealous very soon. So what you see going in the South is not just a Tinubu smartness. It is not that, oh, he's very sagacious. The man is a... No, the colonials are doing everything to protect their interest in Nigeria. So where do you have all the oil wealth in Nigeria? Where do you have all the deposits of natural gas in Nigeria? You wonder why Imo was meant to be aligned with the power structure that rules from Abuja from day one. When was the last time a governor that is not aligned with the president's party ruled Imo State? You know why? Imo State is one of the richest states, not just in southern Nigeria, but in the whole country. Imo State has 200 plus trillion cubic feet of natural gas, proven reserve. Over 200 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, plus 163 oil wells or more in that same state. Qatar has about 843 trillion cubic feet. And that is what they sell the most, which is what they've used to turn their country into a living heaven on earth. Imagine Imo State, and the figure I am giving you can never be the original. That's official figure. If you go to the real figure, it'll probably be up to 400 trillion cubic feet of gas. Imagine that wealth. Imagine the wealth of the oil in the River State. Imagine the wealth of the oil in Delta. Imagine Abia. Imagine all these places. Meanwhile, as we were growing up, even up until recently, we all got to see that almost 80% or more of the oil wells in southern Nigeria, southeast, or whatever you call them, belonged to the northerners, because those guys were the faces of the colonials. They were the ones who held the mantle for the colonial rulership in Nigeria. It is called neo-colonialism. Now, what will happen to all those oil wells? They will tell them, Oga, this thing you people are doing, remember almost all your investments are in southern Nigeria. How many investments do you guys have in the north? Almost all your investments are in southern Nigeria. What are you going to do about this, sir? What are you going to do, northerners? What about the oil wells, which they are now even beginning to unbundle and decouple them from? They are now moving the oil wells to people, elements from the southwestern part of Nigeria. Have you noticed that one too? Tells you where all this oil money that we claim belong to individuals, where the monies go to. So I always say that the British are smarter than the French. The French will show you that they are on ground eating you, but the British will use people who look like you. You will never be able to point a finger to them. If you are not as sophisticated as some of us, you will know that all these companies and corporations you're seeing in your country that even have names of your language, that have your brothers and people you know as CEOs and chairmen, all of them are siphoning money and sending it to your colonial powers. So they are going to tell the North, hey, are you sure you want to do this? You want to play this game? There's so much to lose here. And by that time, the North will say, no, we're not going to lose anything. We're going to take what belongs to us. You are not born that you're going to deny us what we have worked for all these years. And what do they do then? They fight. That's why I told you that 2027 is going to be very chaotic, very violent. It's not going to be your usual election year. Quote me anytime, save this video. They're going to fight. They will fight seriously. They're already threatening that this is not going to be like when you will rig election and tell people to go to court. Let me read it for you. Let me read you. There's something I need to read this for you so you can see for yourself. This one is from where 2027 elections go to court will no longer be tenable. Let me read you an excerpt. It says, any attempt by the government in power to manipulate the 2027 general elections will be resisted, and should the polls or the results be tampered with, this would create dire consequences for the country, not for the politicians. For the country, Nigerians will resist any attempt by INEC returning officers to announce fake election results. So all those things that happened in 2023, they are all indirectly confessing now. They are saying, no, you cannot rig and tell us to go to court. That in 2027, nobody is ready to go to court. They will fight. When you see them saying these things, they say Nigerians will resist. They have plans to resist it, to fight it. It's war they are talking about. But they are saying it in a politically correct way. War! And you, the Southerner, where is your preparation? We are complaining that we have some foreign terrorists that have infiltrated all our forests, every part of the South. They are getting supplies of both their food and their weapons. Constantly, we have generals coming on TV talking, telling people, go and protect yourself. How much protection have you gathered for yourself as we go up to 2027? You see, the North has rejected Tinubu. If I want to put it correctly, I would say they have summarily rejected Tinubu. So, yeah, Tinubu might succeed in consolidating the structure in the South. But what about the North? And even if he leaves the North for the Northerners and still manage to say, I got middle belt, so I have won, they will still reject. So it's a lose-lose situation. So even if he wins, they will say he rigged it. And they will fight. And then what comes next? The division of Nigeria. And as Nigeria is dividing, if they don't get what they have invested in the South, they will destroy it. We don't have it, you can have it. We're talking of a massive paradigm shift politically in Nigeria. No one is talking about it. It's huge. It's massive. That's why I say 1914, that curse of 1914 might be broken practically and pragmatically in 2027. It was supposed to be broken in 2014. We were supposed to come together and say, hey, guys, it's been 100 years. Are we together yet? No, we're not. The Igbo man is still being hated by the Yoruba man. The Hausa man just still hates the Yoruba man. Everybody hates everybody. We are incompatible from top to bottom. We are not together. The only thing our division serves is the purpose and the aim of the colonial powers. Divide and conquer, divide and rule. They will just take a few of us, just like what happened during the days of slavery. They take a few of us, stupendously make them rich, fill them with so much wealth, give them houses in London and other places, and those ones will foolishly begin to betray and sell out anyhow. Even if you tell them to go and kill their mother, they will kill because of a few material endowments from the colonial powers. This is what we've been dealing with all along. That's why everybody is so excited about what is going on in the Sahel region, where we have young African men who have decided enough is enough. That whole game of selling out to the one who is our oppressor will never happen again. And this is why the North is fighting. Let me tell you this, because I don't want to miss this point. You see, I come from the South, and when I look at what is going on, under normal circumstances, let's say I don't know anything at all, But I'm just reading everything on face value. My first thinking and reaction will be, oh, we need to go with Tinubu now. Because look at so many things that the Northerners denied us then. We are now getting it. Can't you see that they're now building the coastal road? It's going to be the first highway ever, and it's connecting southwest and south-south. It's going to go through southeast. So the south has something that binds them together, and it is developmental in nature. Also, I should love this. What are you talking about? Look at now, they even made an announcement that the Enugu state government is going to start building railroads that will connect the One port from all the southeastern cities. So all the things we've never seen before, they're about to happen. Beautiful international airport is coming up in Enugu, and all these things, we've never seen anything like this. We've never had it this good. So I should rejoice. That would have happened if I didn't know any better. But at the end of the day, the question is, when we have secured the South and built a new form of unity and alliance with ourselves in the South, and then let the Northerners go, who are we going to be owing our allegiance to? Are we going to be like the Sahel states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic, who are now truly independent, or are we going to still continue to bow to the colonial powers who use IMF and World Bank every day to finish us? You saw when they were saying that Tinubu finished paying IMF loan. Do you know what Tinubu paid for? They used that IMF loan to buy this whole removing of oil subsidy. They use it. I'm going to play you a video to explain. Let me not explain it myself. Play you a video to explain to you what that IMF loan he paid back, took away from Nigeria, that can never be restored again. These people are canker worms and palmer worm. That's what I call IMF and World Bank. Canker worm and palmer worm. Dangerous demons.
Nigeria just finished paying back $3.4 billion loan to the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Great, right? Nope. Let me break it down. We got the money during COVID, just like many other African and global South countries. Then came the conditions: remove fuel subsidies, devalue the national currency, open the economy for more foreign control. What followed? Hunger, protests, broken systems. Now they are clapping because the debt is paid off. But what about the social debt? The lives broken, the schools unfunded, the food unaffordable. The IMF is not here to help us. It's here to restructure us into obedience. Nigeria paid back the money, but the real cost was our sovereignty.
Look at the poverty in the land. We are paying you back after stealing our destiny. But the thing you have done to us based on that money is still there remaining with us till tomorrow. Are we going to continue to be those people, even as the southern part of Nigeria? Are you separating from the north to become truly independent and cut all ties with the corporations of the colonial powers? That's not what you're about to do. And I am not going to be an advocate of that. Because if that happens, say for instance, the north will even say, hey, I don't care. Take everything that we have. We are going our separate way. Because now for the first time in my life, I'm hearing the language of the southeasterners from the northerners. Oh, Nigeria has expired. Oh, we want to go our separate ways. I just read it for you. And when the north begins to say that they are not like all the other people that are held down, these were the people who held the power. So they still have a lot of power swags with them, so they can pull it off. They can. And if they pull it off, even if they abandon everything they have in the south and they go, mark my words, only a matter of just a few years, people from the southern part of Nigeria, the southern protectorate that has now been separated and broken apart, will be traveling to the north for greener pastures. Mark my word. If that happens, the south divides, goes its way, and the north goes its way. And the north now decides to align with Russia and become as independent as Niger Republic. In just a few years, people will be running from the south to the north to go and seek greener pasture, because it is better to be free with so little than to be a slave with so much. If you gather all the gas and all the oil in the south and you're still loyal to the colonial powers, but the north is now free, few years, not up to 4 years, you will see people running from here, the southern part of Nigeria, and running to the north for greener pastures. We need to think twice about what is going on. We need to have leaders, not rulers, not sellouts, not puppets. We need to have people who are passionate about the freedom. You know how I look at puppets? Puppets are weaklings. They are people who have given up on trying for freedom. It takes a lot of balls and strong will to say you want to be an activist, to say you want to hope against hope for freedom. If those boys and those men in the Sahel region did not hope against hope, if they did not hold on to hope, they would not have achieved the kind of mighty miracle we are seeing today. They used to tell you, if you are a political student, or if you know anything about current affairs, you know that they have never been let out of the news in the last few decades. All those nations in the Sahel. Every time they tell us, these guys are poor. They are the poorest in the world, especially Niger. Poorest in the world. Burkina Faso, poorest. Mali, these guys have so much gold, especially Mali and Burkina Faso, that it will make your heart quake. Yet, not a single gold reserve. France has, I think, the 4th or the 5th largest gold reserve in the world, yet there's not a single drop of gold in their own land, because they have been ripping these nations off. They compel them to store up 85% of their own foreign currency reserve in Banque de France, which is in Paris. And when they need money, they will come back to the same bank and take back their own money as loan with a very high interest. This is what our people are dealing with. This is what Nigeria is going through in a different form, probably worse than that of the French colonies in Africa. And people are still being bold enough to say that, I love our politics. Whose politics? These are people who are cursed, and Mother Africa has arisen, and she will fight against every single one of them. Tinubu is fighting to consolidate the South. But the colonial disease of rivalry between Igbos and Yorubas is only gaining speed and steam. You know that in 2027 that all you've got, arguably, is not your Southwest, but Southeast. South-South, who are they? Igbos make up almost every part of South-South. They are everywhere. You have seen the ones from Edo State, Ibanke, saying, look, leave us, we are Igbos. You go to Kogi, you see them. Igbo, go to Rivers, and I went to see something in Imo State. You just walk, enter river. It's the same. They are Igbos. Forget Wicked that's talking trash. He's an Igbo man. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. You need them. But you are boldly still allowing this psychological warfare, this battle still going on between Yoruba and Igbo. You people, I saw one news about Fidelity Bank recently. I'm like, is this not tribally motivated? Because what I was saying was not looking good. And you want to come in 2027 and say you want to rely on these people. You people don't understand Igbo people. You push Igbos, push Igbos, push Igbos, push Igbos. When they hit the wall and back you, they are ready to die. They're not, Igbos are allowed a lot of punches. We take too many punches. Then once an Igbo man turns and says, I've had it, get ready to die. Because you and him will die there. No one has seen Igbos yet. The only time they saw Igbos was during the Biafran War, when they didn't think they were going to face a whole nation in war, and they did it. No one, since then, no one has seen the Igbo. The day they see Igbos again, nothing will exist in Nigeria. I can bet my life on it. Such a horrible calculation. From everything we can see, you know you don't have the North. You should be cutting the Igbos, not by going to give stuff to political appointments. There's even no political appointment. You're just giving contracts to existing governors. Well, name the political appointees that came from Igbo land today in Tinubu's government. Name it for me. But you know these are the people you are going to rely on for 2027? It will be very glorious to see how that manifests. So 2027, in a nutshell. It's a time bomb, a ticking bomb waiting to explode. It's waiting. Just a tiny little and then it explodes. But you see, after hearing all of this, you're saying, Joe, you have told me about this side and you've told me about this side. So you're here. Where do you stand? I think by now you should know where I stand. If you ask me, anyone that will help us to separate from the colonial powers, that person is who I am with. But I don't even know that either of these parties will be able to do it, even though the likelihood is more on the side of the North. Because now they have broken with the colonial powers, obviously, which is why they feel so oppressed and they feel like if we don't pull out of this union, we will all perish in the second term of Tinubu. They know they will perish in the second term. So for me, it is who it is that will give us freedom. As for the North, they are still searching. What party are we going to use? What candidate are we going to use? Many of them are even looking at P2B as a matter of fact. Have you heard that? I'll read you something that will surprise you. There's a guy called Majid Dahiru. They call him political columnist and public affairs analyst, Majid Dahiru. Here is a political columnist and public affairs analyst, Majid Dahiru, has said that the administration of President Bola Tinubu would come to an end in 2027 if former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is able to mobilize northern political influencers to support Labour Party's P2B. Let me give you his direct quote. His direct quote says, "If I may put it straight, the day El-Rufai decides and can galvanize the opinion molders in the North to zero in on P2B, for instance, as the candidate, that will be the end of the Tinubu administration," Dahiru said. It tells you how politically powerful and strategic that man El-Rufai is, as short as he is. That guy is politically powerful and relevant in the North. This is a person that somebody would have said, no, but why would Tinubu even break with someone like this? If he's such a powerful political guy, he should know that this is one guy in the North you shouldn't have any issues with. But maybe destiny is plotting our freedom without us knowing it. Because
So, guys, let me take you through this headline. You know that Tinubu went to Brazil to tell them that corruption is over in Nigeria. And you know what we've been going through in this country, how they've been inflating prices, Anything they want to do, they don't carry Nigerians along. Some of the borrowings are not even brought on the floor of the Senate, and appropriation has become a very big challenge in Nigeria. When they borrow all this money, the money comes to Nigeria. We don't know how they spend it. They will still go borrowing again. And we know recently some revelations begin to happen when it was discovered that the Nigerian government borrowed $200 million from Japan to improve power. And again in 2025, that was in 2022, and now in 2025, the same Nigerian government went to Japan and borrowed $238 million for another power improvement. The question remains, where did they keep the initial one they borrowed? And where is the improvement for the electricity in Nigeria? Everything is turning upside down. Anyway, Nigerians have reacted after Tinubu came out to say in Brazil that corruption is gone under his administration. Now, this person reacted and said, if you are looking for an ignorant, maybe foolish old man who thinks too highly of himself and has lots of lies and moron around him, look no further. Drug accident. That's like President Tinubu is your man. Drug accident. No more president. So let's take a look at some of the reactions from Nigerians. This person said, government of propaganda and lies pushed by low-life retards and voluntary slaves. This one is heavy. And that person said, religious Nigerians believe that Jesus is the greatest protector. Allah is the greatest protector. And this other person said, I tell you, this guy just sent a heavy, wild message out there that will actually make the Western world to be to be confirmation that he's not a pathological liar but a confirmed criminal. Anyways, make I drop pen here. Another person said the Western world doesn't need to confirm what they already know. Nigerians are the fools here. I can't listen to him for more than a minute. He's just too boring for me. Nigeria, so I beg you people shouldn't make me laugh so much. This is extremely disgusting to listen to. This one says, what else is more impactful than hunger? He is very correct. What else is this other person say impactful? Yes, but you need to analyze the type of impact we are talking about here. Peter Obi is coming. Very delusional man with Amala policy. Easy in, easy out in Jesus' name, amen. Now so it could be for bad, for you bad, come 2027. He is such a pathetic liar, clueless old druggie. See, you need to see what Nigerians are writing here. This person, Tinubu is this should be an old post. It says Tinubu is a criminal that just think about his stomach and pockets alone. He just wants regional control. This is coming from 2011. 2011. Not yesterday, 2011. Hey, Jesus Christ. This one now has an image of Tinubu burning in hellfire. Can you imagine, Nigerians, what will people not do to this man? An image of Tinubu burning in hellfire. So guys, that is it. The statement of Tinubu in Brazil today has raised a whole lot of eyebrow. Nigerians are saying he's lying on international stages. When he goes, he doesn't tell people the reality on ground. Like this person said, the reason why this man can boldly come out to say is because Nigerians are docile, gullible, and fearful. I don't think there is any country in the world like Nigerian citizens. The worst of it is that some of them with doctors, master's degree are etc supports this evil. Honestly, they educated. This was a very shameful liar, boastful, and very dangerous person. He's talking like this is an international forum for shamelessness, so shamelessly. I wonder how he deals with the. He used idiot here, but I don't use words that are not humane. I wonder how he deals with the people around him every day. Does he think people he's talking to doesn't know he's lying? This one say leave him think say we stupid like him, agbado APC bandit we no fit talk true. Come see how this set of politicians they live their life for this Nigeria on taxpayers money. No be our eyes. Wike allocated land to his son, wife buy house for Florida too. Make them the wine. Hey, you see, this person is just pouring out his mind, all the looting. See them 2 years in office, they are flaunting new mansions. I'm just going to stop here because there are a lot of reactions here. Like this one say, what is the fate of our people, of our good people? I mean, people with the principle and integrity with this type of Tinubu becoming a president, does it still make sense to live a good life? Hey, this person, so the Lulu has been impactful and result is clear indeed. You have reduced the purchasing power of the people and increased tax. The people suffer insecurity, poverty, while you and your fellow criminals enjoy. Now Yakubu, Mahmoud, and judiciary, I blame. So these are some of the reactions from Nigerians after Tinubu told the Brazilian government or the Brazilian president that under him the economy is booming, corruption is gone, everything is fine. So guys, I'm going to stop here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.